My name is Matt McGuire, and I operate McGuire Charolais in Bernard, Iowa. Our farm story began in 1853 when my great-great-great-grandparents, Hugh and Ellen, first settled here after traveling from Ireland. In the 1950s, my grandparents, Ethelene and Harold Dick Driscoll, rebuilt the homestead, and the farm remained active until their retirement in the mid-1990s, when they sold the cattle and equipment. The herdsman of my family, Uncle Bucky, then worked as a trucker. The farm diminished in size when my grandparents passed, and then grew quiet until my uncle's unexpected passing in 2011, when the role of preserving the family farm was passed on to my parents. In 2015, after much repair and preparation, I reestablished cattle on the farm with 4 bred heifers, officially founding McGuire Charolais. Today, I continue my grandfather and uncle's tradition of raising Charolais cattle. Over the past 10 years, I have built a small but growing operation, simultaneously improving our infrastructure and selling heifers and bulls to other breeders and cattle feeders. I have maintained the herd at 10 to 14 breeding females for several years on 25 acres of rented ground. This consists of 3 smaller pastures and our existing buildings and yards. I have and will continue to utilize artificial insemination in our herd improvement strategy, performed annually to produce show calves and to maintain genetics and herd quality. McGuire Charolais is committed to raising high-quality cattle, preserving our family's 170-plus-year legacy, and building a future for the next generation. My wife Kayla and I welcomed our first child and son, Leland, this past year. It is my hope to share with him the values of stewardship, responsibility, and hard work that come with raising cattle and caring for the land. Beyond the farm, I work full-time as a truss technician, doing design work for Cascade Manufacturing in their wood department. I proudly serve as a volunteer firefighter and EMT on the Bernard Rescue Unit. I recently began to work as a contract auctioneer, primarily charity auctions and benefits, with a few estate sales. I really enjoy helping nonprofits raise necessary funds. Community service has always been an important part of our family identity, and I strive to carry that onward wholeheartedly. McGuire Charolais has grown and honored the legacy before me through passion, grit, and determination, but the path has not always been easy. I live with a congenital heart defect, tetralogy of Fallot. I survived 1 open heart surgery as a child and face another heart surgery in the coming years. I meet adversity with passion, relentless energy, and a touch of humor. For instance, I grew up with a speech impediment as a child and attended speech therapy outside of school. My first experience with an auctioneer was watching them sell all the cows, equipment, and lifestyle I had come to love. I have since become a proficient auctioneer and feel blessed to have cattle back on the farm. My grandfather always said, "We aren't lucky, we are blessed," and I find that to be true. I will never forget 2024. 18 years to the day after my grandfather Harold passed, on July 18th, my wife and I welcomed our first child and son, Leland Harold McGuire, into this world. In October, I experienced a fall while working on our barn siding and injured both feet, leaving me unable to walk for a period of time. I experienced a subsequent fall and injury 2 weeks later, which severed tendons and nerves in my dominant hand, requiring hand surgeries in November and February, followed by a long and ongoing rehabilitation period. Balancing new fatherhood, injury recovery, employment, and daily farm life tested every part of me. Then, on July 11th, 2025, our farm was struck by a Category 1 tornado. The storm destroyed key infrastructure, including our cattle shed, windbreaks, fences, and trees. Despite this setback, we remain committed to rebuilding and growing stronger for the future. If selected for the Grow Your Future award, I would use the funds to rebuild our damaged windbreaks and fencing, and supplement the rebuild of our cattle shed. I would also improve our cattle handling facilities by finishing the conversion of our former dairy barn to better facilitate calving in the spring and the preparation of weaned sale calves in the fall. McGuire Charolais has grown from just 4 heifers into a herd that carries forward the tradition of my family and represents another chapter in our heritage. With the support of the Farm Bureau Grow Your Future Award, I can ensure that our operation not only recovers from recent challenges, but thrives for decades to come. Our long-term vision is to raise cattle that contribute to the broader agricultural community, mentor the next generation of farmers, and keep alive a family legacy that has stood for over 170 years. McGuire Charolais isn't just a small-scale cattle operation. It's a revival of family land, legacy, and purpose. It's about resilience, not just in good times, but especially in the hard ones. I believe in the future of agriculture. I believe in working for it every day, through storms, setbacks, and seasons of growth. Being considered for the Grow Your Future Award is an honor that speaks directly to everything my journey represents. Rebuilding, rising, and investing in the future of rural life, for myself, my family, and generations to come. I sincerely thank you for your time and consideration.